Yo.
Yo. And you have no shirt on.
I never have a shirt on to podcast.
Where's your microphone?
You can't wear a shirt when you podcast. It's right next to me.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you sound... Is the sound coming through your microphones or your earbuds?
My microphone. Why?
You sound different.
Well, because there's absolutely no noise over here. It's not like home when there's dogs barking and sirens going off.
And your fan
I'm in
goes...
Minnesota.
Bo, 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 bo. God. You see Matt's text?
Yeah. Why don't you get Matt in here, then I'll add my two friends in.
Well, we'll add them after... We should give them an intro and then call them.
Are you getting Matt?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I forgot how computers work.
I just see his picture.
Well, it's calling. Well, see you later. Okay, Mother Teresa.
Wait, you said I'm in a wind tunnel?
Yes.
Sort of.
Hold on.
Well, Matt's doing that.
Well, Matt gets out of the wind tunnel that he clearly knows he's in.
Yeah, just play the intro.
This is the podcast we call a shit show. No filter as our lips go. Three hosts to get to know. First up, Brian, clinically insane and a bit racy. Matt, well, he's just batshit crazy. Anthony, last but not least, not crazy but don't unleash the beast. He'll debate you until your opinion's released. I wish I could say we're better than the rest, but we're just mediocre at best. This is it, grab a chair and sit and get ready for the shit.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to The Shit Show, a mediocre at best podcast where everything is made up and the points don't matter. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Costanzo. With me, as always, Brian Rooney.
I thought Matt was going to be first today. What
I
happened?
forgot.
Hello?
And Matt Murray.
I'm here too.
Special episode this week. We've got two guests coming on. Brian's
Yeah, we'll get to that.
friends. Friends? Not friends? Not sure? Don't know how this works?
How the hell do I invite them?
They're actually in the room with Brian, also with their shirts off.
Actually, as soon as the call went through and his shirt was off, I was concerned they were in the same room. Because his voice also sounded different, so I thought he was using something else to record.
I'm just getting this out there. I'm going to end this call and call you guys back so that I can
You're
call them
the
too.
worst.
Well, you're the host of the call.
You can just add people.
No, I can't. There's nothing there that says add.
I'm not calling you a liar. I just wish you wouldn't lie so much.
I'll call you guys back.
I guess we'll answer his phone call.
Yeah.
This is a disaster at best.
All right. Well, you're still recording, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to conference them in now. There's one. There's two.
Is his name Hans?
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Hans?
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
Hans.
Brian.
So I'm getting six in as well. We got to call him six because we already have another Matt. Just throwing
Sounds
Matt out there.
So this
Not
is
me.
This is
Not you, and not the other Matt. That
I was
gets
gonna say, this
up a
isn't
lot.
the other Matt, and it's not the other Matt. It's
No,
just getting confusing.
new Matt.
Can we have an
Matt.
episode with all Matts?
We could do that, but we can't be part of it.
It'd be a Mattcast.
Nice.
Yeah. Pinsum attack.
All right, so Matt and Hans joining us. I don't know what else to say about that.
You're really good at this.
Ding.
Best week.
Well, yeah, I'm in Minnesota, and they're both in Minnesota. And
Hey.
how long ago did we actually we played Warcraft together? How long ago was that?
When
Hey.
was
8 years ago. 2007, 2008, I think.
Yeah. Well, other Matt in here actually. We'll just get Matt and then you're six, just for any other.
You can call me Sixer. It's all good.
Sixer, all right. Well, Matt actually played with us as well. He was a female paladin.
Oh, really?
Whose name I can't remember. Hendidora, maybe? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember that.
That is correct.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
So
Blast
it-
from the past.
It's been a while since we actually had other voices on the show, so I don't even remember what to do with this.
What are you using to record?
I don't know, Anthony. What do you got over there?
Audio hijack makes it
Are
pretty
you recording
simple.
now?
Yeah, everything's. Oh, we just record from the get go. Like it's you even hear me open up the Skype app. There's
Yeah, I don't edit that out. I figure that's a nice way to go into it. Hearing Skype.
So pro.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I sounded a little Wisconsin/Minnesota when I said, "Oh yeah," right there. I need to stop that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
The freaking hockey game is going on right now. We're not watching it, man. That doggone sacrilege.
Well, my hockey game's over already, and Ottawa won, so go Sens go. They still suck. They're gonna. So by the way, you guys
won the first game?
Yeah, this is their first game that they won. They're down.
Nice.
You guys can curse and shit. By the way, it doesn't matter. Just getting that out there.
Okay.
we
I guess
just
we might
just
go-
told them that we let the phone ring as part of this. I don't
really
think we're worried about explicit language.
No, yeah.
So I guess what I could start with, we got an email to the show, so I'll read that because it's going to open up some conversation. So I'll read the whole thing and then we'll kind of break it down and go back to part of it.
Thanks for the play-by-play.
So what?
Thanks for the play-by-play of what's going
Yeah,
to happen.
I give play-by-plays of what's going to happen. That's my MO.
Let's just jump right in.
We'll jump right in.
Tell them what you're
Mo.
going to do. Do it.
I'm,
then tell
shut
them what you
up,
did.
and I'm just going to do it. All right. All right. It says, "Hey guys, recently stumbled into the podcast. And I have to say I love it. I started listening a couple episodes ago and have since went back and listened to the older ones. The new ones are definitely better with less game talk and more nonsense and a proper intro." And then it says, "Who did that?" Because of you guys, I have watched Blue Streak and I found myself quoting it even without seeing it.
We're done.
Touchdown.
Our job here is done.
Touchdown.
When I think I know which one of you are my favorite, my opinion changes quickly because you all are great. I can't read. With the pick of, two of you on the podcast and Twitter, you guys don't look like what I thought. Anthony, I have no idea since you have no pictures. Matt, you look more important than I thought. Then in parentheses, it says, "Sorry."
Sorry, you looked more important than I thought you did.
And then it says, Brian is cuter than I think he would. And then sorry with a question mark.
Wow.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
It says, "I want to be part of the show, so I'm bringing a question to you guys. Blue Streak, Evolution, and Good Burger are not very well-known movies, but you guys love them, and I now love Blue Streak, and you talk about them all the time. So what other unknown movies do you guys recommend that you quote all the time and I should watch? Thanks, and keep it up. Telling all my friends to listen to." And that's from Rachel.
Wow. Well, a couple things we got to break down here.
Yeah.
Loves the show, which
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Oh,
Two, telling her friends, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, sorry.
you got to listen to these guys. I'm sorry.
Any of Rachel's friends, sorry.
You got to get my tools.
Yeah, Rachel, you like us more than you should. I'm sorry.
You like this more than I like Brian.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Remember the South Park episode, the BP oil? We're sorry.
We're sorry.
That's a good
Wait.
concept there.
We didn't listen.
So, before we get into the question, when it says, "Brian, you're cuter than I would think," sorry, with a question mark. So I'm in the office, and one of the tech support girls that I call and talk to her, I told her this. I'm like, what did you picture me sounding like? So she said, "A middle-aged guy with a beer belly." I'm like,
Yes.
thanks.
I can tell you for a fact Brian does not have a beer belly for more than one reason. You would think, obviously, because he's always has his shirt off during the podcast.
I was
But
gonna say, I was like, is
other-
that like a normal?
the other problem is that he sends me a picture at least twice a week of himself at the gym.
Well, because you text me when I'm there, so I got to tell you I'm there.
You don't. But
I do.
Telling me would be fine.
Yeah,
But then you send me a picture, and then
I do. Well, I can't think with a shirt on, so I got a podcast
can't
almost
think
in
with
the nude.
You're the worst.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants, so I mean, yeah, that's
That I'm okay
that's
with.
where you gotta go.
I've never been happier. You don't have video.
Yeah. Like you'd be able to see my legs anyways. I'm sitting at my computer desk.
You would
Whatever.
somehow figure it out.
Oh, I probably would. You're right. Yeah.
You should see how he sits at his desk.
Face down, ass up. Wait a minute, that's not right. Yeah.
Ira.
He's a humorless ice queen in desperate need of a good humping.
Those are some evolution quotes, in case you guys didn't know.
Damn, you guys are connoisseurs of all terrible movies. I don't know. I feel like the only movies I quote regularly are ones that are just maybe a little bit more mainstream, I guess. I don't know.
Well, all right, so who wants to tackle this first? You want to go, Six, and just saying, like, what's your guilty
Jeez.
pleasure movie?
Like one that I quote often?
Well, or just an underrated movie that you love and is your guilty pleasure. We'll go with that.
Oh, boy. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll come back to you.
Okay, yeah.
All right, who wants to go first?
I can go. It's easy enough. I mentioned it last week on the podcast. You told me that
No,
I could.
nope.
Well, okay. So here's
Nope.
the thing. You
Are you
told
gonna
me I
say
couldn't-
Blue
you
Streak?
told- No. You told me I couldn't use it. You told me I couldn't use it, but I'm going to use it because it's the pest. Because I love it, and it is a guilty pleasure because I know that the movie is terrible. But the line that I quote, that a couple of my friends quote, is the deer goose. Now, if you've never seen the movie, there's these two crazy German guys that hunt people. They find someone who's in need of money, and they convince them that there's this scholarship, but they're going to give them the scholarship, and as like a welcoming and congratulations, they go on a hunt. And he goes, "What are we hunting on this island?" And one of them says deer, and the other one says goose. And then they swap, and the other one says goose, and the other one says deer. And then it becomes the deer goose. And that's it. And it's complete nonsense, but we quote it all the time.
Fair enough.
I don't want to allow it. I don't.
You don't, but you don't have a choice. Moving on.
It's not your opinion, it's his.
I had a tough time with this because there was like 3 movies it came down to.
Every movie you watch is terrible, so go on.
Right. the 3 it came down to the hockey movie with Joel William Scott, Goon.
Oh, yeah. I never saw that, but
Because there's something I quote from that you don't pick up like the first time you watch it. But that's like the 37th time. 37. You do pick it up a bit, and one of the guys gets into a fight, and then the other team's bench says something to him, and he's like, "If I want a lift from you, I'll undo my zipper." I find myself quoting that at time to time, but I'm not going with that one. I just want to bring that up.
At work,
And then-
you're so going to get fired.
It was between Dirty Work and How High, but we spoke about Dirty Work enough where I'm going with How High because that has some awesome quotes. And it's Method Man and Red Man. The beginning is in Staten Island. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Anyone not familiar with How High? Pretty much, Method Man's friend dies. He takes his ashes and puts it with like a marijuana plant and grows it, smokes the plant that had his friend's ashes, and then when he smokes that plant, his friend's ghost comes. and the ghost gives Method Man and Red Man the answers to like it would be the SAT. They call it the THC in that. It's not a fake. It's a fake test, obviously. And then they get into Harvard, and they're in Harvard. Yeah. But like one of the quotes in that, Red Man, they get their grades, and he fails a class, and he fails women's studies. He's like, "How could I fail women's studies? I love bitches." They get high, and that's how they take the test. That's how they get in. So then when they're studying, they decide they're gonna get high to study, and he's like, "Study high, take the test high, get high scores." So I'm going with How High.
nice.
Wow.
And you say those lines
I don't say I do say
on a regular basis.
me and my buddy Rob watched it a lot together. We used to just quote it to each other constantly. Matt,
I think it's a lot of different ways I can go here. Like I love aside from the obscure movies that we quote real heavily, just because how many times we've all seen them together, like the Sandler and Jim Carrey movies of the '90s. But I guess those are a little too mainstream. So I'm going to pick 2 more Martin Lawrence movies in Black Knight and National Security. I think those two movies are highly quotable. I watched National Security today. I was telling Brian earlier, I just got a surround sound system. And National Security is like one of the first recommendations on Netflix right now. So I highly suggest watching it, it came out in 2003. Hard to believe that it's, that old because I won't do the math. Anywho, I watched it today and it's just remarkably similar to Blue Streak. In Blue Streak, Martin Lawrence starts as a criminal, then becomes a cop. In National Security, Martin Lawrence is a cop, then criminal, then security guard, then criminal, then cop.
Is that the movie when they're going through training, they're given quarters in case it gets real to call the real cops?
That's right. That's one of the better quotable lines. What's that? The white guy's name?
Steve, some of the Z.
Yeah.
Steve Zahn?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
He went to my high school. Did you guys know that? Celebrity shout out there.
Whoa.
Went to my high school. Oh, yeah. True stories.
Pictures are didn't happen.
That's real. Cooper High School. Look it up. IMDb.
That's where that story starts and ends.
Yep.
Just we'll
It's
get
over.
to IMDb before the end of this show. We always end up on there doing some kind of stupid game. We haven't
We
done
have to
Nick
find out
Cage
how many
watch.
Nick Cage movies.
No,
yeah.
that comes later.
Go on, man.
All right.
Wouldn't you know it, Minnesota? Anyways,
Told you.
no, but National Security is great. Like Martin Lawrence, the whole.
Why would I
time.
lie about that? I mean, just I mean, like,
At least
really?
lie about it.
No, right?
No, Martin Lawrence in National Security is just awesome. Like the whole movie, he tries to relate everything wrong to him, being black and oppressed, and it's just so hilarious. And he's like, "This is not the first time I've been pulled over for DWB, driving while black."
I feel like I've heard that one before. Yeah.
Oh man, it's just a funny movie. There's a scene where he's being released from the holding cell and he's collecting his belongings from when he was arrested, which is remarkably similar to the Blue Streak scene when he's collecting his belongings after he's been arrested. He's making like the same, he's making the same kind of jokes at the person. It's just hilarious. So hilarious. And then Black Knight obviously is just medieval Martin Lawrence amazingness.
And he's black and the Black
Yeah.
Knight. I mean,
Not to be confused with Dark Knight. This is Black Knight. Less Batman, more Martin Lawrence, more laughs.
so Hans and Six, but if you haven't noticed, just interject whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter.
No, I was just waiting for my turn.
Well, go ahead. Your turn.
All right, it's my turn then. I was trying to mull this over, and I don't. As the years have gone by, I've gotten stupider and stupider and stupider, thanks to my family and child and roommate and so forth and so on. And very little culture, happens to pass by. So, when I thought about this question about a movie and what I quote from that movie, it would have to be something from like Predator, because I find myself saying things like,
I'm just waiting for you to start clicking. Just start clicking, please.
And the quote is,
and the quote is, where he's laying down there and he takes off his mask and Arnold looks at him and he's like, "You are one ugly motherfucker." And I'm just, I see myself saying that on a daily basis when I'm driving my bus. And in my head, I don't say it out loud.
I thought honestly you were going to say it to your child, but I was like,
no. You're terrible. I would never do that. She's a funny little bitch, but I mean, she's 3 and she's just goddamn. Ugh. But that's her own prerogative. No, I'm on the bus and people get on. I'm just like, "You are one ugly motherfucker." So, I guess that's my quote that I say in my head.
yeah.
I don't quote movies. I can't see myself quoting movies unless it's like.
I find myself much more often quoting like TV shows, or something like that. Something a little bit more colloquial than
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah. than movies. But I don't know. I guess I just don't watch very many shitty, like, stupid movies. I gotta do more of that.
Our time is so important. We don't have time for movies like that.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
all I watch is shitty movies.
Yes, I'm jealous. I mean,
Like, I don't even watch good movies. I just watch shitty ones.
yeah.
At least you acknowledge that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't claim that they're good.
Actually, didn't we decide that after 2001, Brian did not consume any more pop culture? He just froze in time. He just froze time.
It was after 2004.
He
Oh, pardon me.
became the Lich
Pardon
King. He's actually on the tower right now, sitting there on his throne, and he only gets like one channel on a black and white TV and VHS tapes. That's all he can watch from now on until the end of time.
I still own VHS tapes.
Well, don't we?
I bet you do. I bet you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Except the tower that he's sitting on is Big Al's Pizzeria, and the black box that he's using is the digital receiver that doesn't get any channels unless Moses is on the roof holding the antenna.
How many of those VHS tapes are porn? How many of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
Honestly, none of them.
I saw a cool half.
None of them, to be honest.
None of them. Oh, okay, Brian. All right.
Most of them are like those old, like the Disney movies that are in like those big plastic like things.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Ones. Yeah.
With the like the what is it? The cover of Little Mermaid with the
the
giant
penis.
glorious penises. Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of like porn.
Yeah.
So a little bit, you know.
Basically porn.
Yeah. Well,
The way Brian watches the movie, it's definitely pornographic.
Yeah, Ariel, sing for me. Sing.
Yeah, you ain't got. Yeah.
Unless you're
Yeah,
the big chicks and it's Ursula. Ursula. Those tentacles. Oh.
she must do a good reach around with all those tentacles.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So wrong.
It's not dry. It's definitely not dry.
No, because it's under the sea. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
It's better down where it's wetter.
Oh, there it is. Actually, I knew.
The title of Ursula's porn movie is called Poor Unfortunate Hole. Yeah.
Oh. That is
the
pristine.
title of this episode.
I'm writing that down.
Please write that down because I'm gonna
Yeah,
forget. When usually the call's over and I send them a text like, "Fuck, what was the name of this episode?"
Poor unfortunate hole. That needs to get where the.
Yeah, we can pluralize that though. We just go Poor Unfortunate Holes. I think that's better. Yeah.
Hans, just text that to me so I just. And,
Now I'm gonna write out a script, and then
And Brian's gonna act it out.
yeah.
there you go.
Well, we talked about Men in Black, and then Matt said that there should be a porn parody, Men in Black Men, and I was going to star in that. So
I like it.
I like it.
while we're on shitty movies, Matt already brought up that he was talking about the '90s Sandler movies.
Oh yeah.
Something came to my attention when I was looking for to bring some topics to this, and I was in utter shock and disbelief.
Here we go.
Billy Madison, who loves this movie?
Oh, dude, that's me. That's me. That's like probably my most quoted movie. That was the movie I was gonna say if I was gonna say any movie.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I am.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, dude, yeah. My favorite part of that whole movie, the one that I love saying the most, is like. I can't even do it. Can't even do it. Hold on. Yes. So good.
Are you gonna get to the part, or was that it?
I'm trying to think of how it leads up to it. Hold on.
I love where he's sitting down and the teacher is reading the story about the little boy who lost his dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he's like,
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yep.
you go out and you find the fucking dog.
You get your ass out there and find your fucking dog.
The puppy who lost his way.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I remember what he says.
Taylor.
Everyone in this room is now stupider having listened to you.
Yeah, that was
I
not
award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Yes, I say that to people all the time. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Great. So I'm
Could've
glad that.
said no.
Simple wrong.
I know Simple Wrong would have done the trick. Yeah, dude.
I totally forgot Steve Buscemi was in that.
He
movie.
called the shit poop. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh, I was rolling the first time I heard that.
I am so happy we're all in agreement that we love that movie. Because I know you guys are all familiar with Metacritic. If you had to guess the Metacritic of that movie, no one look it up. What would you guess?
Oh God.
So Metacritic's 1 through 100, obviously.
You're right. I'm trying to. It's gotta be. It's probably lower than it should be. That's what sickens me. It's probably about a 40 to 45. I'm gonna go with 45.
46.
46.
Sorry.
6. Matt, what do you guys think?
Fucking Price is Right that shit.
Price is Right rules always apply. They always
Screw you.
I'm gonna.
Dick.
$1.
I feel like 40 seems high to me because 40s and 50s is still watchable. I think it's got to be. I think it's going to be like 29.
I'll go 37.
All right. Well, you would be
Very
hearing a loud
specific.
dong that you're all over.
What?
It is a 16.
Holy
No
shit.
way.
To put this into
Metacritic?
perspective, the movie How High that I brought up before about taking ashes and putting them in a fucking marijuana plant, smoking it, seeing their ghost, and taking the SATs and getting into Harvard, that has a 29.
Wow.
That's my Metacritic shit.
Where
Wait,
are the
Brian,
other
I ha-
movies
I
that
have-
we watch
I have
on this
one.
list?
Well,
Right,
I'm not done yet. Hold on.
All right.
Batman and Robin, the George Clooney Batman, which is considered to be the worst comic book movie ever made, has a 28.
No.
Geely, the Affleck and Jennifer Lopez movie,
no.
which is considered to be one of the worst movies ever made,
No.
has an
Stop it.
18, which is still higher than Billy Madison's.
Billy Madison,
16.
what the fuck, man? Oh.
All right, Matt,
Makes me
proceed.
Yeah.
Dude, that is literally. I was about to say Geely because that's the first one I looked up. I was gonna say Geely is only 18.
Well, wait. Well, hold on here. Hold on. I'm on Metacritic right now, and I'm looking at it. The 16 is overwhelming disliked based on 13 critics. User score is 7.2 out of 10. Generally favored reviews based on 205 ratings. So people like it. Old people don't. Old
Yeah.
critics who have sticks up their butts have like crappy negative reviews, but all the users, Americans, quote unquote, have positive reviews. So people like it, critics don't.
Isn't he Canadian? So maybe Canadians are doing that. Yeah.
The Metacritic guy is Canadian?
No, isn't Adam Sandler Canadian?
What?
He's
I don't know, man.
Jewish.
Nope.
He's from
Brooklyn.
like
He's
I was gonna say, isn't from New York? Yeah.
Canadian.
So this episode, we see just how retarded Brian is.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is even pretty low. That's a 30.
I bet you
But
he
still-
went to your high school.
I bet you he didn't. I am willing to bet no one famous went to my high school.
I don't know. You never know.
Oh, I
St.
know.
Petersburg.
Oh, you probably
where
know.
dreams go to die.
Yeah.
No, that's what I called my college.
What'd you have to do to get in? Open the
Open
door.
the door.
Can you just let me have this?
Those are Family Guy references. Brian goes to DeVry. Look it up.
Now, you said goes to DeVry?
I'm never
I mean,
convinced that you graduated.
I graduated like 6 years ago.
Debatable.
All right. I mean,
You're not going to fight me on it. Excellent.
I love how, Matt, our go-to movie to how shitty something is. We both went to Geely.
Geely.
I am so
Absolutely.
happy reading
I
these reviews. The critic reviews are all garbage, but you go to the people's reviews, and there's some guy named Tokyo Choo Choo. He's like 16. Billy Masterson, one of the top 5 funniest movies I've ever seen in my life, has a critic score of 16. That is just flat out wrong. This movie is a legend. There is so many scenes that burn themselves into your memory and never leave. O'Doyle rules. The beetroot-faced angry bus driver. That'll end your precious field trip real quick. A psychotic Steve Buscemi. The brain hemorrhaging clown. I forgot about that. Hey, you want to feed that donkey some beer and get all messed up? And he called the shit poop. The list could go on and on. Absolutely a legend.
Billy Masterson, ladies and gentlemen.
Masterson. That's what he wrote. Billy Masterson with Masison. How do you say it? Masterson?
I don't know.
Perfect.
So I could transition us into some other movie talk here if you want. We have spoken about James Cameron a few times on here about how much ridiculous he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like, you know, we were saying we're going to try to bring like more topics to it, so we have more shit to talk. So I was trying to get some stuff. So I'm reading some stuff about Titanic, and Kate Winslet, the female actress in that, apparently like almost drowned during one of the scenes.
Never heard of her.
Sure. All right.
I like how the female actress in Titanic. For those of you that don't know, what? Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Listen, I just saw Titanic for the first time when they re-released it in 3D. So
all right.
Yeah. So she almost drowned. Apparently, like her shirt got caught on like one of the scenes, and like she was like, I don't know. The acting was so real because she thought she was drowning. So Cameron dismisses it, saying that she was never in real danger. We wanted her to think she was, so it would be pure. And he goes, I knew she wasn't really drowning. I've almost drowned numerous occasions, so I know what that's like. So now, this was a video I was watching, so the person narrating the video says, let's just put that aside that he doesn't care about his actors and actresses for a second, and just wonder, why has James Cameron almost drowned on multiple occasions?
James Cameron.
Despite the door being big enough for two people, she almost fucking drowned. Jesus.
Yeah. There's also
Jack didn't have to die, Brian. Jack didn't have to die.
Nope.
There's also like a crazy like fan theory, which I want to get into something about a different movie, but there's one for Titanic that Jack wasn't real. He was like a figment of her imagination, which is just dope.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. But
I hate that guy.
I was looking at like crazy like fan theories about movies, like that Jack being a figment of her imagination. Maybe a Ferris Bueller, like Ferris Bueller was like an imaginary friend.
I quote that movie all the time as well. Yeah.
Wait,
Rooney?
That's right.
That's me.
Sloan is outside here in 10 minutes.
Fun fact about that movie, his parents, Ferris Bueller's parents, actually got hitched after that movie.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
Yep.
That's a great fact.
All right. So when I was looking through these like fan theories, the one that I thought was the most interesting, partially because I talked about the movie on here before too, the movie Grease. I don't know if Hans and Six, the song Grease Lightning. Do you know how dirty those lyrics are?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh yeah. So he talked about that, and then apparently that this is a well-known fan theory about this movie. I had no idea. The first song that they sing, like apparently like Sandy almost drowned and John Travolta's character saved her, and that was what they were singing about. I didn't even know that. So the theory is that she died, and the whole movie was that like her like last like I don't even know like what she was thinking about before she died. That's the whole movie. That's why at the end the car goes into the clouds. She goes to heaven. How do people think of this shit?
Terrifying.
I'll tell you how they think of this shit. They watch these movies. They watch that movie and they are so unsatisfied with the ending that they sit back in their seat, they fold their arms, and they say, I could come up with something better.
Dang. I just pulled up the lyrics for Grease Lightning right now, and
it's a real pussy wagon, man.
Yeah. I mean, fuel injection cutoffs and chrome-plated rods. Oh yeah.
The chicks will.
The 4-speed on the floor. They'll be waiting at the door. You know that ain't no shit. We'll be getting lots of tit in Grease Lightning. Getting lots of tit? What? Who the fuck wrote that?
I don't know.
Apparently, it was Warren Casey.
And
Jim
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Let us watch that and sing this song like it was nothing.
Getting lots of tit. You know what I'm going to do tonight? Get some tit.
Just one.
Yeah.
So
Just
I got.
one tit.
Since we're on the subject of movies, I want to ask you jokers, the big one that's coming up. What do you guys have ideas about the next Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens? Do you guys have
actually,
any interest? Do you have any interest of seeing it?
The movie's going to be phenomenal at worst.
huge interest.
Phenomenal at worst.
That's what I said.
One thing I saw a big thing on Imager yesterday. It said, "J.J. Abrams, if you've ruined this for us, you'll be forever known as Jar Jar Abrams."
That's amazing.
That's
yeah.
great. I have seen that.
Actually,
I don't have hopes. Go ahead, Matt.
on the topic of Star Wars, actually, I realized I don't. In the move, we lost some DVDs. I don't know where they ended up, so we don't have any of the Star Wars. I realized this today, so I used that new Amazon Prime Now service. So literally at like 4:48 today, I ordered all six DVDs. It was like $80, and at like 5:14, some guy brought it to my apartment. It is the most dangerous delivery service ever. I literally did this today, so it's interesting you bring that up. But I originally downloaded the Amazon Prime Now app because I wanted to check it out and see like what kind of things were eligible. And I noticed like we were out of tissues in the bathroom. Like, oh, let's get a box of tissues, like $2. So I forgot I left that in my cart like a couple days ago when I first downloaded the app. So today some guy brought me 6 Star Wars DVDs and a box of tissues. What is going on?
Fantastic. Somebody else opens that box and is like, "What?"
But it's not wrapped up like normal Amazon packaging. Like the courier like basically put it in like a brown paper bag and stapled it shut, and it says Amazon on it. So like he totally knows that I'm gonna either watch Star Wars and cry, or maybe they're not happy tissues, they're sad tissues. I don't know.
You're going to open the door. I'm
Watch
really
him
into
cry,
space.
watch him masturbate. Either one.
Yeah, probably all 3. Really, I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would buy episode 1 through 3 though. Those were just abominations.
You see them once, you're done.
Yeah, I don't need to ever see those again.
Yeah, the story is good and it provides good, content, but I'm not a big fan of the movies. I think 3 is okay with Samuel and his purple lightsaber. Have you ever seen interviews when Samuel L. Jackson talks about his purple lightsaber?
Yes, but I would love to hear your impression of it because you do it all the time.
Yeah, he's just like everyone online freaked out when I said I wanted a purple lightsaber, and he's like, "There's gonna be a whole scene, 100 Jedi's gonna be zoomed out. I want to be able to point myself out in the crowd, so I want a purple lightsaber." So he made them make him a purple lightsaber, and that's it. Just because Samuel said so, basically, he said he wouldn't do it otherwise.
And
No, I
that's it.
can't stop yelling. This is how I talk.
We have quoted that on like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson beer.
Haven't you ever seen any of my movies? Deep Blue Sea? The shark ate me. Fucking shark ate me.
Oh my god.
Juice, that was a good one.
Juice was a good one.
I don't think I ever saw it.
What?
I don't know if I saw the movie either. I just saw it's from that David Chappelle skit. Yeah.
Say what? One more goddamn time.
See, what's funny about that quote is I heard that in a 50 Cent song before I saw Pulp Fiction.
Really confused, weren't you?
I was like, hey, it's Samuel Jackson, and he's yelling about someone named Marcellus Wallace. Isn't that the person in Pulp Fiction? Maybe?
Yeah,
I don't
Marcellus
know.
Wallace.
I just didn't know what was going on. And then I saw
does he
Pulp
look like?
Fiction, and I was like, got it.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? Does he look like a bitch? What? Does he look like a bitch?
Have we ever tried to guess the filmography for Samuel L. Jackson?
We looked at it. It was not as high as we thought it was going to be, but higher than Nick Cage.
Yeah. Wasn't it like...
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Nick
So
Cage still at 81.
Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson, did anyone ever watch the movie Snakes on a Plane?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
These guys,
I have
of course
had
they would.
Okay.
No,
so,
Kenan Thompson lands the plane.
course.
all
All
right.
3 of you have watched it, of course.
I've even seen the terrible B movie Snakes on a Train.
Also saw
Oh,
that.
wow. Wow.
Wait,
At
hang
the end
on.
of the movie.
Back
Sharknado?
back to Snakes on a plane. You got me all screwed up now. Snakes on a plane.
Whoa,
They put this. There's a scene in that movie where they put a snake in a microwave, and he hits a snake button.
Yes.
What?
Best part of that movie.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
So instead of like popcorn, it's snake.
It's snake.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. Yeah.
Shit.
Have either? I know Anthony has. Have the other three of you guys? Have you ever seen Snakes on a Train?
Oh,
Phenomenal.
Yeah. The ending of that movie. I'm just gonna kill the.
What's the Metascore of that movie? Of
Probably
that film?
high, probably higher than Billy Madison. Someone could
Probably,
as I
yeah.
described the end.
All the critics loved it.
At the end, this like witch turns into a giant snake and eats the fucking train.
That's the ending.
I think so.
No, the train turns into a giant snake.
No,
And eats the witch.
doesn't the witch turn into an eat the snake?
I don't remember
Did
there
he
being
eat the
a
train?
witch.
I think it was just the train was a figment of the imagination the whole time.
It's all full circle now.
Yeah, you
Does
guys.
anyone have the Metacritic of
The
fucking
snake
Snakes on a
within
Train?
a snake.
Yeah.
No, I actually,
All right, I'm getting on it. Let's see. They came out the same year. They both came out in 2006.
Except
Well,
one of them was directly to a shelf at Blockbuster, which was the shelf that I always looked at.
I don't see a Metacritic for it, but there's
Yeah.
There's 27 reviews.
I'm watching. Oh my god, you're right. I'm
Wait,
actually watching the ending of Snakes on a Train right now, and there is a witch. She turned into a giant snake, and she's eating the train, and like the survivors are like jumping out of the
Okay.
train. What is going on?
And it's the worst CGI ever.
And she eats it, and you don't see that because like the camera. What garbage? They're literally like just.
I like that. I'm watching on YouTube as well,
Yeah.
and the description is the ending to the very terrible movie by The Asylum. Enjoy the bad CGI,
CGI and acting, yeah. And he uses some kind of voodoo thing, and they're all looking extremely calm now. And she turns into a giant fart cloud. No, she's getting sucked up into a fart cloud.
It's
And it's
So much work, though.
It's what? That's the ending? That can't be the ending.
Could you imagine the producer sitting in a room and be like, guys, I don't really know how to wrap this up, but I think we need a lot more fart cloud.
Just imagine, like, the director that happened. It's like,
Could
yes,
you
nailed it!
imagine? Paying, oh my god!
Yeah.
I couldn't
Then
even
he,
imagine paying for that movie.
then he does another bump of cocaine. Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, you're an actor, an actress, your agent calls you, hey, I got you to audition for this movie, Snakes on a Train. and you know, like, what goes through your head when you're in these movies? Like, you can't take yourself serious.
Probably not, but I don't know. I
It's the
think,
paycheck at that level, Brian.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
for sure.
How much can you possibly get paid to be in a movie like that?
You watch that fucking movie?
You make a good point.
Tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, before you...
You gave away surprise ending. God.
Yes.
Surprise ending. Plot twist.
Fart cloud.
Matt,
Fart cloud. That's.
I do not have a mechanical keyboard, but somebody does.
Well,
I think somebody does. Yeah.
Someone is using a typewriter.
It's Frank Underwood.
I think we
I think it's
gotta...
Anthony.
We have to
It's
end the
me.
call and restart it, apparently.
are you logging into AOL.com? Is that what happened?
I will call you all right back.
Oh, it's been recording, but it just wasn't recording you. And then it went silent. And then all I heard was Matt. It was very weird.
Eating Silverman.
I watched that movie a few times.
All right, we're
It's
in.
very, very
If you-
quotable.
Yeah. It's because if you pull all these chips up, it counts as one nacho, right?
It's still one chip.
It's still one nacho. Yeah.
Hold on. I think I see something in the
Yep.
back of the in the back of the closet.
It's the lug nut. Fixed it.
I hope that means you also fixed the recording.
Yep.
Yeah. Yay.
You ate her?
Alive.
Alive.
I think Hans,
Judith escaped.
I don't even know how to get back to this since we lost the recording of that. What was your observation, Matthew?
It was, it was pretty much the Amazon thing that I went through earlier. But I have a new observation. How about that?
Okay, I'll take it. Go ahead.
So I kind of cheated. I'm looking through IMDb, and it's the actors with the most credits. You could there's a search you can do on IMDb, and I'm listing them in order, and like it shows the top whatever people, and just going through the top like 20, most of them it's like 17 out of 20 are male porn stars.
Wow.
I was not. I was expecting like a lot of like old time actors, but yeah, no, they're all just male porn stars. Crazy.
All right.
And let me clarify there. It says that they're male porn stars. I'm not recognizing them by name.
I was actually going to ask,
so
how are you so certain? Were they in Men in Black Men?
Maybe. I'm still getting through it. It's not easy work, this list.
Can any of you guys wrap your brain around that there's a Paul Blart 2 right now?
Yeah, Brian wants to see it.
That's amazing.
Well,
dude.
you wanna see this
Here's
too?
what's amazing.
Am I the person that's outcasted here that I think this is a horrible thing that's happening?
I think it's horrible.
All right, good.
This is what's going to be amazing. I thought it was going to have a higher Metacritic than Billy Madison, but it doesn't. It has a 14.
I would just like to point out that that you just let out was the same that's in the intro after you take a dump.
So
it's not really me taking a dump. I just add the It wasn't like I was sitting on the bowl taking a shit recording it. That was a recorded shit from the internet.
Sure.
So my friends and I play a lot of cards, a lot of poker, and actually Brian was just playing poker with us this last weekend here. Yeah. But one of the things we like to do in poker is just have a little fun naming hands. Just give a little random name hands. One of my favorite names of hands that I came up with was the King Jack combo. You know what I call it? I call it Kevin James. And I always say, and I lay it down. I'm like, he was good in Paul Blart. That's what I say.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could do double time there. If King Jack is Kevin James, King Queen could be the King of Queens.
Oh, wow. That'd be
Boom.
just all kinds of Kevin James. Do you think we could name like every poker hand that there is somehow after Kevin James? I don't know. It'd be tough.
I don't think we can do that.
That's literally all we do next episode of the podcast.
While we're on the topic of great things that Six said, though, we went to get sushi, and I ordered a peanut roll, and I told him to try it, and it's like a sushi roll that has peanuts, avocado, and like a little bit of cucumber.
Yeah,
so
no sushi, Brian, in it. It's a roll.
Well, technically, sushi is just something
Here
rolled
we
in
go.
rice. You want to be a dick
He's
about it.
gotta say
Here
that.
we go.
I mean, you want to be a dick about it. So anyway, so I'm like, you have to try this. So he's chewing on it, and he's staring at it, and he goes, well, that's in my life now.
I like that.
True stories. I did say that. Yeah. Because what do you do? What do you do when something tastes that good? I don't know.
Say things.
You just gotta accept it. Yeah.
Well, that's in my life now.
No, yeah. Oh, goodness.
More true stories you just have to accept. So I'm in a hotel, and I don't even have that much clothes with me, but I keep forgetting big things all the time. So I have like 3 pairs of pants, and some keep forgetting to put room keys in my pants when I leave. I have about probably 9 room keys because I just keep forgetting my key. I've only been here like 10 days, and I have like 9 keys, and they give you 2 when you check in. So that means 7 times I walked out here, I forgot a key.
Jesus Christ, Brian.
I'm going to the front desk, and I'm just like, I did it again.
The worst part about this story is that it's just so believable because you're that big of an idiot.
But it shouldn't be believable because I spent more time in hotels than like everyone. I should have this down pat. Like, all right, I'm leaving. Room key, got it. Yep, gone. Nope. I walk out the door. I go in the elevator. I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
Brian, I've watched you play hacky sack with a phone. I don't expect a lot from you.
To be fair, it was my phone.
Yeah.
I watched you drop a phone in about a 5-gallon jug of pizza sauce.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not watch that.
You watched him
because
pull it out of the pizzas.
Yes. The way that story went, my phone was sitting on top of the counter. We weren't busy, and we were just talking, and someone called me, and my phone was on vibrate, so it started vibrating on top of the counter. And all of a sudden, we just hear this loud splash. I'm like, the hell was that? I think we just lost somebody. You guys still here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
They're both here, I think. No?
Yeah.
I was listening attentively to your story about the vibrating phone into the sauce.
A lot of technical issues today. I think we lost Matt at some point. Anyway, so the phone vibrates, and we hear a loud splash. I'm like, what the fuck was that? We don't see anything. We're looking around. Like, we had no orders at the time. It was really slow. I can't find out what the hell's going on. So then, later, we get some orders, and I'm making orders, and all of a sudden, I take a giant spoon of sauce, put it on top of the pizza, and there's my phone. Somehow, still vibrating. Like, just...
That sounds sanitary. Yeah.
It really wasn't because, I mean, I get the sarcasm, but I'm saying, like, I made...
I was trying to explain to you, like your friend Dan. Yeah.
I actually made orders with that sauce. I mean, you put it in the oven, the heat kills the germs. There's really no issue there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I don't know how many pizzas I made before my phone actually came out of the sauce.
All that face grease on people's pizzas. Yeah. Delicious.
I love how Matt tries to blame my internet every day. He disconnected 3 times. I just tried to call him back, and it's just failing. Just to him. Only to him. But it's my internet that's the problem.
Well, yeah. Oh, now it's busy, it says.
I'm pretty sure he's here.
Oh, there it is. It's back now, I think. Whip, 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 whip.
I think this is the most technical difficulties we ever had.
Oh, yeah, this is a train wreck.
Brian, why did we let you?
See, I told you he was trying to blame me!
You're in a hotel. I just Ookla'd the shit out of my connection, and I'm like over 100 download speed.
All right, this happens every week. Something happens with the call. Matt's like, I did a speed test. I'm at this. Brian, what are you at? However, every time Anthony and I are just fine in the call. We're fine. Matt drops, comes back, sounds like Mr. Roboto, but we're the problem.
Now, how about this? Next episode, we're gonna have an exclusive where I host the call, and we're gonna show what no technical difficulties looks like.
All right, deal.
I say we just blame Skype.
Welcome back.
Sure. It's likely Skype. It's likely Skype.
I had a poop. We lost some. I guess we lost some time there, and I was like, "This seems like a perfect opportunity to go poop."
Well, the show is called The Shit Show.
Yeah.
I aim to please. It was glorious.
Do you have any other topics you want to bring up?
Who, me?
Well, considering you talking about the stupid things you've done at the pizzeria with your phone, there was one time. So Brian likes to attempt to show off or to do absurd feats of strength. So we had this.
Sounds awesome.
There's one scenario where Brian would. It's a metered parking outside on the street, and it's like
God.
the meters that you pay with a quarter. And
Can you at least tell the first part first
I'm going
before you get to the second part?
So Brian, he put his hands on the meter, and he vaulted over it, perfect, in between his legs, just jumped right over it. Like,
and the meter's like 4.5 feet
the
tall.
meter is high. Like, there's no
It's
way
pretty
in
high.
hell that he did that, but he did, and he cleared it, and it was wonderful. And then we're like, do it again. However, something happened in between. He had gone back inside, came back out. This time he had an apron on. Forgot to take the apron off. Goes to do the jump. His apron gets caught on the meter, and he face plants into the sidewalk.
Oh boy!
And it was just fantastic. I think there were applause. It was wonderful.
I would have cleared it if it wasn't for the apron.
But you like bounced back up, which is the best part.
I want to see that.
And you just clapped your hands together like nothing happened and just walked away.
I walked back inside.
Yep.
A lot of dumb things happen outside that pizzeria. Like climbing the freaking thing in the parking the driveway. That was dumb.
You giving Joe a piggyback ride?
Oh yeah. How much do you think he weighed at the time? Because he's smaller now.
All of it.
All of it?
Didn't you also climb those the wooden boards that were in place of the fence when there was no building next
He went
door?
over the boards.
Yeah, I went over. I went
I
to
also-
check
I
out the
also-
other side.
Once I put Brian in the bread box, and we were gonna scare tomorrow.
You have to explain what a bread box
so
is, though.
we have this box that they could lock up outside of the pizzeria.
That holds bread.
That holds bread that they can
It's like when the bread
to
delivery
the
comes,
pizzeria
it
is
goes in the
closed.
box, so
Right.
it's safe.
Right.
So it's a bread box.
It's a bread box, and we took the bread out of the box and put Brian in the box. And then before the guys from the back came in, and what we were gonna do was have him go and get the bread, and Brian was gonna pop out and scare him. Instead, when the guy came into the pizzeria, I told him the bread is in the back, Brian's in the box, just leave him there. And you stayed there for a good half an hour.
Well, there's two things in my defense why I stayed in there so long. One, I was in there for like 5 minutes. I texted Matt for a root beer, and he brought me one, so I had a drink. Two, it was a half hour. I wasn't working.
Right. But
I mean,
you weren't working most of the time to begin with, so it didn't really matter.
Fair enough.
And then to make it all better, in the end, Big Nose John came in, and this is the guy from last week's episode with the eggplant sauce cheese eggplant. And we had him. I was like, "Oh, John, can you go get me bread out of the box?" And Brian scared the crap out of that guy.
He opened the box like, "Hello now."
It was wonderful.
You sounded a little like Billy Madison when you said that. Like when he's talking to the penguin.
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt.
Hello now is actually a quote from Smart Guy.
Oh. Quite.
Another very quotable show.
Oh yeah.
Quoted quotables.
We quote Smart Guy.
Roofer Man.
So go Roofer Man. Did you guys ever watch Smart Guy? Hans and Six, that's to you.
Nope.
Can we call
The
it
worst.
Franz?
Why did I agree that you can come on here?
I know. It's like it should be the prerequisite. Like,
I was
you
on
watch shitty B movies, and we're like, nah, man.
was about to
Like,
say-
well, we have nothing to talk about then.
I was under the impression we were going to be talking about shit. And sorely disappointed in the content so far. No corn, no texture.
That's about all we have for this week. If you want to reach us and keep the conversation going, you can hit us on our Twitter handles. I'm at AEJ Costanzo. Brian is at Big_Bruins. Matt is at Matt_in_limbo. The SS_podcast handle is available now, which we can communicate with you that way. And we had someone write in this week, which we appreciated very much. And thank you so much for listening. That's awesome. And if anybody else wants to contribute, feel free to email us at sspodcast1@gmail.com. I'd like to thank our guests, Hans and Six, which I'm now noticing is spelt with a Y, and I'm frustrated.
I'm frustrated.
He has to rename all his files.
It's my real name.
It's not
Why would
Why
I lie about that? Why would I lie about that? Oh, because it's the internet, right? Well,
Yeah, why'd you lie about Steve Zahn
It's
going
too bad.
to high school, too?
exactly. See, you got it. Full circle, right?
Sarcasm, you're lying. Wait, why does that
Brian knows
frustrate
the
you that it's a
sarcasm.
Y?
I just hate things like that. It drives me up a goddamn wall.
I really hope, like...
You sent a text message to me earlier today where you spelled shit, SHYT, and I wanted to punch you in the face.
Shade.
Shite.
ROCK.
C silent.
Yeah.
Are you going to the mall later?
The
No,
best part
I'm
of
not.
that, though,
Keep
Risotto.
going, mister.
he says R-O-K. Yeah, what's your point? R-O-C-K.
Yeah.
Those are these.
Oh, the Wild got their asses kicked, and now I'm sad.
You're not even a fan.
dude.
That'd be great if he was just like, "Oh, you're right." That was it.
Oh, you're right. I don't care. Yeah.
All right. I guess.
No, I do care. It makes me sad. That's why I said it.
In this was have a shitty week.
Have a shitty week, which
Why
is not
is
a question.
Wait, was that a question? Have a shitty week. That's what it sounds like, right?
Which is still not a question.
It sounds like a question to me.
Nope.
You should scream it like Samuel would.
Well, all right. Can we have either Matt or Hans do the Samuel Jackson impression of have a shitty week?
Please do it.
I don't even know. I don't even know what it did.
Get into character. Yeah, start it off.
Have a shitty week.